Thank you so much, Passion and Family. We are family. Thank you, thank you. Next, we're going to bring a young man to the stage. He's very talented and he's young. So young people, please listen to this young man as well as us older people. So let's give it up for Mr. Conley.
Hello, everyone. My name is Charles Conley. I run a studio in Big City, Michigan, named Indie Spot. I came here today to talk to you guys about bridging the gap and unity. These two things are what make a community strong. Now, let me start with bridging the gap. Now, the age gap between the older generation and the younger generation is one of the major problems that we've had with getting the youth the right tools to be successful. It's like, with the age gap, it's like those two age groups don't provide for advance. They don't, it's rare that I ever see a large group of older people support the younger generation event. Something like this should happen everywhere, all the time. But instead, we have so many other things that's happening out in our community that we shun and push away. And a lot of times, those kids are the ones that do great things. The reason I say that because, guess what? I was one of those kids at one time that they shunned and pushed away. I was 16 years old and got locked up till I was 21. Everybody ripped me off. I had no one, but somebody from the older age group said, young man, guess what? You can achieve. You can do anything you want to do. From that moment on, I've been on a mission to improve the communication between the young folks and the older folks, because that's what the problem is. The problem is us young folks walk along most of the time to wherever we're going, whether it's school, whether it's to different events, and we only have our choices to make. So that means we only got two choices every time that we confronted with a problem. Well, when you have leadership can help you make that decision. Once I had leadership, you know what happened to me? I went to college. I went to college for 3 years at Davenport University, failed. Right? I failed. Let me tell you, I failed. I came back because I still had leadership. Somebody told me, you know what, you're smart. You know how to do things that other people don't know how to do. Why don't you follow your passion? I stepped into music. I started writing music. I started to understand myself and my own ability. I overcame the fear of rejection. I overcame all these things that was causing me to be, at 16 years old, it was causing me to be out in the streets chasing things that I shouldn't be chasing. But I didn't have nobody in the streets because I was just another young black man. Just another one. But I'm going to tell you like this. When I did get a mentor, I succeeded. I got a bachelor's degree right now in music production. And I'm working on master's. But failure is something that we all must overcome. Every single day when we walk outside. You might not think about failure, but failure is what builds you into the person you are today. Every time you fail, if you're able to get back up and do something about what you failed about, guess what? You're going to be successful. I'm talking to y'all too. Anything y'all want to do in this world, y'all can do it. Just believe it. But it's a lot harder when you don't have leadership. For all the, I've been to plenty of churches, I've been to plenty of events where, we talk about the problems of the society, the problems of this, why we got so much black. Well, you know what? We got to believe in our children. The neighborhoods that we live in we should take pride in every single house, in every single person, no matter where they come from or what background they have. Because I guarantee if that one mentor didn't get to me in time, it would have been a whole different situation with this economy. Whole different situation. But now, bridging that gap. Bridging the gap. You know what it requires? Unity. That's something that has been missing for years and years in our community because we always want to point the finger at other communities. I live in other communities. You know, it's not about the other community. It's about our community. You know, it's about how unified we can stand. How that person down the street that you know a bad guy, you can walk up to him and talk to him, have a conversation. Because the conversation, you'll be surprised at how many of those people are highly intelligent. And they made that choice because they can see right through all of the other people that shun them. They see right through it. That's why they're out there. They lost because they can see things, they visionaries. You know, and without leadership, guess what? What you think gonna happen? The opposite. They have nothing. They don't believe in anybody. No one believes in them. And they end up lost. Right in these same streets that we live in. You know, it's plenty of people with dreams. But in order to see with a dream, you know, us as a community, it should be a village. It should be every one of us should take personal responsibility for our neighborhoods. Every one of us. You know, it's not hard work to build a house or to paint a house or any of that. We all know that. There's 4-man crews of people that make money doing that every day. So why do our communities look the way they do? Why not in Saginaw? Why can't we make Saginaw what it used to be? Why not? Can anybody give me a reason why we couldn't? I mean, we go to church every Sunday, you know what I'm saying, and put money into the church. But when you look around, you look at all these blighted houses, hopelessness, all these things are a product of not being unified. Because that same person that might be on drugs today or might have some type of disease, mental, anything, can be one person, anybody in this room could be that one person to change that person's life. And if we think about that every single day when we walk out, because that's what I think about. I mentor youth down in Bay City every day. I gave up all of my life for them because it doesn't matter. I will live. But in order for us all to live in a better place, we got to be unified. So, number one, that age gap has to be much smaller. The older folks must understand the young folks. And the young folks have to be reasonable and listen. Because that's where the problem is too. Because the young folks don't want to listen because they don't feel like we know nothing. Right? But you know what? As a young man, that was the thing that made from where I can be successful or I can fail. Is the fact that I realized I had to be quiet and listen. Because there's someone before me that already know all the things that I'm about to do. But I don't want to take up too much time. I just want to let you guys know that we need to be unified. And we need to take it to another level because the way that the world is now, our children will be lost. I don't know if y'all seen the curriculums in school. You know, it's a lot different when I went to school. You know, I was in calculus in 9th grade. You know, and I still failed, but I was in calculus. When I became an adult, things for me is easy. For these kids, it's totally different. I've seen some of the kids that come home with homework say they don't have homework. You know, the schools are overrun, 35, 36, 37 children in one class with one teacher. How can a teacher teach with that many kids? You know, it's time for our communities to really step up and start to help the children and make sure they are successful. Y'all listen, right? My kids. What did I just say? Good try. That's okay. No, but seriously, if y'all listen, I'm serious. If you guys listen, y'all get anything that y'all want because you will be able to understand what's going on. You see what I'm saying? When a parent is talking, listen. It's simple. Understand what they're saying. Because it might be something that can help you get that next video game or anything that you want in your life. You understand? for the children. I mean, we go to these stores, Walmart, everything like that. You know how much it costs to throw an event for a child or children, multiple children? Probably $500. What is $500 to a bunch of adults? If it only takes $500 to save 20 children, would y'all do it? And that's what we need to do. We really need to do that. But I want to thank everybody for listening to me.